Hi, मैं हूँ Arjun Kapoor and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama. As Faridoon says, keep on watching.
The basic reason as to why the students do not get seats and admissions in IIMs is because Arjun Kapoor did his MBA from IIM A in 2 states, while he did MBA from IIM B in Ki and Ka. This is one of the funny observations that we've received from one of the fans, and we have this the man himself, Arjun Kapoor. Ki and Ka is doing well at the box office.
Brand ambassador of IIM.
Brand ambassador of IIM. So and
आप मेरे जैसे
that
बनना
too like a
चाहते हो,
topper.
अगर आप मेरे जैसे बनना चाहते हो जरूर जाइए IIM. Yeah, it's actually quite a relevant observation.
Yeah.
जब भी मैं graduate play करता हूँ पिक्चर चल जाती है तो अच्छी बात है. I should play graduate from IIM more often. 2 states भी चली, ये भी चल गई.
Okay. Now, whenever a movie sees an upward growth as far as Saturday and Sunday is concerned, it's always a good sign. Are you happy with the response so far? Monday and Tuesday they've been good as well.
I was happy with the first day. For a film like this to do 7.25. अगर आप देखो तो मेरी पिछली पिक्चर बहुत ज़्यादा कमर्शियल थी तेवर. That did 6.97. This being a so-called the trade and the media perceived it more as a niche multiplex film. To get 7.3 on the first day is for me it's very important as an actor to know yes the audience wants to come and watch me. You know, it's very important in the beginning of your career that you feel that the audience comes to watch you as well along with the film.
Ji.
The first day gave me that belief. The second and the third day is the film of course doing better and better because the word of mouth spread. Monday and Tuesday it holds because again the word of mouth is good. So I think it just proves that the audience is the eventual judge and decider of a film. I'm very happy with the numbers because it was an underdog film. Genuinely nobody imagined or nobody gave it a shot to pull off what it's pulled off. 25 crore weekend with the final being there on Sunday. And the fact that it's an urban multiplex, certain audience friendly film, not a universal pan India film. I think 25 crore is a very good weekend number to start out with. And I think it's the continuing trend of the audience wants to see all kinds of films. अगर आप इस साल में देखो तो Airlift, नीरजा, Kapoor and Sons, now Ki and Ka. All very unique films. अगर मैं आपको पिछले साल ये 4 पिक्चरों के नाम बोलता कि पहले 4 महीने में ये पिक्चरें चलेंगी और ऐसा बिजनेस करेंगी, आप बोलते यार एयरलिफ्ट 120 करोड़ मारेगी, नीरजा 75, कपूर एंड सन 65, कियन का 25 करोड़ का वीकेंड. You know, nobody would have imagined that. So the audience is definitely giving us a thumbs up and saying you push yourself.
You're happy with the reviews because some of the reviews have been quite positive, some have not been.
Mixed reviews. Part and parcel of life. You always try and learn. Even when you read a review, you try and see objectively what the person is trying to say. I think some people were objective in their opinions, whether positive or negative. There are certain people who have some biases because they had an expectation that Balki should make this kind of a film or that kind of film, which I feel is a little unfair to the film. आप पिक्चर को देखिए और आप ओपिनियन दीजिए ना. आप ये कैसे बोल सकते हैं हमको लगता है इनको ऐसी बनानी चाहिए थी. ये है पिक्चर. थोड़ा सा मुझे वो लगा that they were being a little unfair to the film कि no, it's a film about a serious topic, so he should have dwelled into this space more. But that's the director's choice. He's made it a rom-com. He's made it a frothy film. He's taken a positive, fun, Disney kind of take on the film. And eventually the audiences agreed with the director more than the critics.
Absolutely.
Which is fine by me. You know, some films do well beyond the stars given. This is one of those. It's very rare that it happens, but it's good to have that exception to the rule. These kind of films normally need to be nurtured by the critics. If you see a Heather, Kai Poche, Kapoor and Sons in the last couple of years, they've all been nurtured. After the first day, they've got that big bump. Our first day was good and the weekend got a bump because of the numbers, because of the people that came out to see it.
Absolutely. Now, I think that the real test is Monday, and if a film is holding on to Monday, that means the public appreciation is there. Because I saw, obviously in the press screening at the same time, I saw it I love watching with the people actually because that is the correct gauge that whether जिन चीज़ों पे आप हंसे थे वो वाकई में
लोग हंस रहे.
So I was quite pleasantly surprised, and the best part is that while I was watching in a cinema hall, there were people behind me, the couples, and वो अपना आपस में उनकी नोक-झोंक शुरू हो गई कि मतलब तुमने देखो तुमने कुछ सीखो.
यार वो
So you know, I was like that. If a movie provokes a debate, then it's something that it's really मतलब that they'll be talking about.
मतलब अगर यहाँ पे कुछ होता है तो फिर पिक्चर करेक्ट सुर पे जा रही है ना.
Right, and even in terms of humor.
Very relatable film also ना.
हाँ, exactly.
सबके घर पे ये कॉन्वर्सेशन होती है या ये नोक-झोंक चलती रहती है.
बिल्कुल.
या अपने माँ के साथ हो या अपनी बीवी के साथ हो या बहनों के साथ ये चलते रहता है हाथ बटाने का. You know, boys always go through that where they want to but they don't know how to, or they too caught up in their lives. तो बहुत relatable, like you said. मैं गया था उस दिन थिएटर में. It's 70% women who are watching the film. और बहुत रेयर होता है कि औरतें घर से बाहर निकलती है, जो टिपिकल होम मेकर्स हाउसवाइफ्स होती हैं, दे डोंट रियली गेट आउट ऑल द टाइम बिकॉज दे हैव वर्क टू डू एट होम. दे आर कमिंग आउट. आई थिंक द फिल्म हैज डन वेल बिकॉज see 50% of India's population is women.
Right.
I think about even if we make it extreme, 10% are working. It's not a lot that work.
Right.
That's the numbers that I know basically after doing We the People with Barkha, that very few women are working in the country still. Majority of them are stay-at-home homemakers, housewives. And they are the ones who are actually loving this film and coming out and supporting it. And that's a very rare audience. वो ऑडियंस सारी पिक्चर देखने नहीं आती, वो साल में एक या दो बार आती है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. You know, because somewhere I relate to this movie in a very different context because I have a bit of a personal connect to it as well. Because I'll tell you something. There's a bit of a 50-50 Kian in my house.
अच्छा, okay.
Because my wife is working as well.
Okay.
So I make her breakfast.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, and every day. That's been happening for the last like say many years now.
So that's the routine.
Routine. I've made like parathas for her. I make rotis and everything for her.
मैं पहले तो आपका हाथ मिलाना चाहूँगा.
So apart
we need
from that,
more men like Faridoon in the world.
And she makes the dinner most of the time. There are times when I make it as well. ऐसा कुछ नहीं. So that is something that I think it's many people have related to it because of the fact that it's something that you're talking something progressive for women empowerment and.
I think more than that, we're talking about marriages here. You know, it's such a important thing to communicate in a marriage. I'm sure you and your wife spoke about how to divide things. You know, बहुत सारे लोग बात नहीं कर पाते because the man is always busy and the woman.
In our house, it happened rather organically, to be honest.
Because you both were into
ये नहीं
cooking.
था मतलब कुछ इसमें planning नहीं हुई. It happened.
तो चलो at least you're an example of आप पूरी तरह कबीर नहीं हो पर कबीर का का तो हो ना.
50%.
तो वो काफी
है. 50% है मतलब.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ 10% भी हो लोगों में तो काफी हो जाएगा.
मैं absolutely. I prepare short meals for her for the day and I give dabbas to her every day.
तो फिर क्या? Then that's what I'm saying. Vote for Faridoon.
Okay, now.
जब तक सूरज चांद रहेगा फरीदून का नाम
रहेगा. नहीं वो चीज. No, but I'm telling something honestly.
So nice,
and I like the certain portions.
And the thing is, very few men have the ability
because my mom worked actually. My mom worked like she was a professor for 40 years. So I've seen that it's something which is I've seen them growing. So.
But that's so nice that you have the confidence to speak about it with pride. You know, that thought has to come in. You have to be proud about the fact that you provide a helping hand in the house.
The fact is, सबसे जो बेहतरीन बावर्ची रहे हैं वो मर्द होते हैं. So it's like why can't they?